Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back.
Wait, there is something different here.
I sense it as well. Be on your guard.
I must wait.
Look, Tyrael, your old lieutenant.
It seems we've both fallen from grace, Tyrael. Come, embrace your former lieutenant. The chill of hell will sap the life from your bones. You failed again, Tyrael. The corruption cannot be stopped. The cold hand of death reaches out for you, hero.
That needs to recharge. I need essence.
Look beneath you and see the ruin of heaven.
The angel Iswal was once Tyrael's lieutenant, but he was captured by the enemy after an ill-advised assault upon the Hellforge. Iswal surrendered to demonic corruption and revealed the secrets of the Soul Stones to the prime evils. Tyrael claimed that Iswal was slain years ago, but his replacement has never emerged from the Crystal Arch.
I often came to this great span to meditate on things as I looked out over the Silver City. The view used to calm me. Now I find it does the opposite.
Be free now, Angel. I have a gift for you, Linden.
Is that so?
It's gold. Enough to repay the Merchants Guild and free your brother.
You're joking, right? You look like you're joking.
Do I ever joke?
I'm speechless.
I suppose there's a first time for everything.
One last fight for our hero, and we can go home.
Don't you wish you could help?
Ha! I don't think he needs it.
I don't care if you have to burn the heavens down to their foundations. Kill Diablo for what he's done today.
This is the end, isn't it?
One way or the other. Good luck, hero.
Got some new goods. Better buy them before.
My husband's blood bought us victory against Asmodan's armies. Don't let it be for nothing.
It wasn't.
You have one last scrap ahead of you, I hear. Might I ask you a favor?
Yes.
When you're killing Diablo, and I have no doubt you will, think of my lads. Will you? Make him pay for all of this.
He will fall. Not for vengeance, but for the balance.
Is this the last battle?
No, but you will be safe after its end.
I don't want to be safe. I want revenge.
Death and life are forces of our world. They rise and ebb like the tide. Think on this, and you will no longer desire revenge. Only peace.
Is it time to go home yet, Mum? Soon, love. Soon. Thank you for everything. Thank you so much.
I know what I fear. For long years, I feared the Jewel of Dirges would fall into the wrong hands. That its evil would be unleashed upon our world. But in the sight of this, in the sight of all this destruction, I can hardly look or even think upon a jewel, even one as terrible as Dirges. You must save us.
Your task will soon be done. The angels will then have no choice but to value mortals, thanks to you.
Is that right?
Of course I'm right. Look who you're talking to. Have I ever steered you wrong?
You haven't told me everything.
All for your own good, Cheldo. All for your own good.
It is not far now. I only hope we are not too late. I can feel Diablo's corruption closing around the light of heaven.
You abandoned me to that foul asylum, Tyria. Why did you forsake me when you knew Baal still walked among us?
I need essence. Give it more time.
Look! Just over there! I never imagined such a creature.
Nice, we got a legendary ring, but this one is useless, so...
Though I forsook my home, to see it again like this, any joy I might have had is replaced with sorrow.
The enslaved nightmares stand as testament that there will never be peace between men and demons. Sorcerers who attempt to master the dark arts and summon demons with their black spells are all damned to become skeletal nightmares, bound to the very power they tried to bend to their will.
Give it more time. Not enough essence. Give it more time. Give it more time. Be free now, Angel. I must wait. I must wait. I need essence. Give it more time.
After he gained a following, Inarius stole the sacred World Stone and used it to create and conceal a world he called Sanctuary. Demons and angels alike fled there, and some of them, including Inarius and Lilith, fell in love. Many of these unions resulted in children. They were called the Nephilim.
Come aid us!
I must wait. I must wait. not enough essence. I can't do that. I can't do that. I must wait. That needs to recharge. All must serve the cycle. I must heal. That needs to recharge. I must wait.
This land was once beautiful beyond measure.
That needs to recharge.
That is what I have trained for.
I grow weak. I can't do that. I must wait. That needs to recharge. Give it more time.
You can defeat this monstrosity.
I must wait. Give it more time. There is no room. I am returning to town. That needs to recharge. I must wait. I must wait. I must wait. That needs to recharge. Go now. I must wait. Give it more time.
Nephilim, I see you did not heed my warning. Or perhaps you think yourself strong enough to face me.
I come to kill another. Do not waste my time.
Imperius, stop this madness. Diablo is the enemy here, not the Nephilim.
Tyrael, I will deal with you soon enough. I will... What is this? No! Diablo has reached the Arch!
No. Diablo has begun extinguishing the Crystal Arch. That's why the angels have fallen. If its light should go out forever, we must defeat Diablo before that happens.
We stand together as mortals.
Diablo's vile corruption bars our path. Stand back. Eldruin's light shall clear the way. The gate has been opened, Nephilim. This last trial is yours alone.
Thank you for leading me this far.
It was an honor, but this is the moment you were made for. This is the hour of mankind's victory.
I need to know more about the Crystal Arch.
It is older than time itself, and over the eons, this shining realm took shape around it. It thrums with living light and sound that courses through the very fabric of the Silver City.
The angels themselves are born from it.
Yes, like musical notes in a grand chorus. Angels are the manifestation of the Arch's intrinsic harmony. The purest expressions of this harmony were my brethren, the Archangels.
This harmony seems to have been lost.
Yes, but hope has returned. And as you mortals are fond of saying, it is not over yet. I fear that if we defeat Diablo, Leah's innocent spirit will die with him.
It is likely that she is already lost, though that may be hard to accept.
Leah knew the protective spells of the Horadrim. Diablo took control over her body, but he can never twist her mind.
Which of the angels voted to destroy humanity?
Imperius. Malthael abstained, but it was counted against you.
Malthael. Who is he?
He was wisdom itself, until his disappearance. The Angiras Council has been broken ever since.
Do you know why Malthael disappeared?
Long ago, when Inarius and his ilk stole the World Stone to create Sanctuary, Malthael became consumed with discovering its whereabouts. As the Archangel of Wisdom, he was tortured by his inability to recover the sacred artifact.
Have there been any clues about his whereabouts?
Some say he haunts the silent halls of Pandemonium, forever seeking answers to the unknowable mysteries of life and death.
What is the prime evil?
It is the sum total of all 7 evils housed within one body. There is an ancient legend, known only to a few, of the great dragon Tathamet, who was the original embodiment of evil. The legend says that he was ripped apart during an epic battle with Anu, and that the burning hells are composed of his remains.
Anu?
Just as Tathamet was the ultimate evil, Anu was the ultimate good. It is said by some that the Crystal Arch is all that remains of this great warrior.
Then evil has been reborn in its purest form.
In a manner of speaking, yes.
Give it more time.
I don't care if you have to burn the heavens down to their foundations. Kill Diablo for what he's done today.
Now these gloves are actually pretty good. Resource cost into critical. There it is.
Gods are one within me. I am Legion.
That needs to recharge. That needs to recharge.
Enough! Let us see how you fare in my realm of terror. Only by defeating us can you return to your own realm. But none have ever crawled from the depths of their help you in this realm, mortal. You shall never wake from this nightmare. Your Nephilim power will not help you in this realm, mortal. You cannot defeat your own terror. How does it feel knowing you have failed those who depended on you? No! This wretched light must be eradicated! All that you have known, all that you have ever loved, shall die along with you, Nephilim.
That needs to recharge.
Nice, we got Ancient Legendary. Ancient Legendary items are the same as normal Legendary items. The only difference is that they have slightly bigger numbers on them. And every legendary has a 10% chance to roll as ancient item.
Well, it was all worth it. Everything. The cuts, the bruises, having to break bread with that Templar. A jest. You are like family to me now. I owe you the world, my friend. But now I'd better shut up before I make myself sick. That was astounding! What you did back there! You're the greatest hero in history. Everyone in Kingsport will know your name if I have my way. They'll sing it for the rest of time. Hell, I will sing right now if you want me to. I can't believe you really did it.
You're crying.
No. It's raining.
It does not rain here.
Well, it does now.
Victory at last! There was never a doubt in my mind, friend. You are a true champion. And so the Lord of Terror falls. May all the souls ravaged by his evil rest in peace. It's finally over. Many brave souls died in this war. Thanks to us, they did not perish in vain.
That needs to recharge. You regret this journey, don't you?
Do not say that. I would face the Lord of Terror 1,000 times for a friend such as you.
Give it more time.
The day is won. Diablo is vanquished, and all evil with him.
Evil retreats, but it does not die.
Time will tell. In the end, it was a mortal heart that saved 2 worlds from ruin and cast down the prime evil forever. A new day breaks for both angels and men. For mankind's greatest champion, the Nephilim, rose to confront the darkness that we, in our pride, would not face. My brethren, I will take my place among you once again. But this time, as a mortal. Since justice has been met this day, I will now stand as wisdom. On behalf of those who risked all to save us. Forevermore, we shall stand together, angels and men, in the light of this glorious new dawn. For a time it seemed we would know peace. But it was not to be. For Diablo's essence lingers in the Black Soul Stone. I cannot destroy the stone, nor allow its evil to remain within the heavens. And so it must be hidden, even from the angels. I pray that it will be enough. You have done well, Horadrim. Your service here is finished. And you should all... run. Malthael. Brother. Why? The Nephilim will stop you.
No one can stop death.
The killing began in Westmarch. Of that I am sure. The angels have started a massacre, slaying all they find. I must see it with my own eyes and learn why they have come. There are many questions, and I have little time to act.
The Nephilim. Tyrael sent me to find you. Malthael has taken the Black Soul Stone. You must come with me.
'Too many have died here. I will intervene.
But you and Tyrael need to form a plan. We must find Malthael.
Tyrael should meet me in Westmarch. Go.
It will be done. I swear it.
We're going to die!
She's coming to kill us all!
I watched in horror as the guard was struck by the maiden's magic. I heard the sound of his screams until his flesh had dissolved to nothing, and only his armor-clad skeleton remained, his jaw unhinged. Blue mist swirled around his bones, coalescing into new flesh. When at last I cut him down, the phantasmal flesh exploded, leaving only a pile of armor behind.
The gates.
Those gates are bound by a spell I cannot break.
Though this Reaper wields a dangerous sword, its shield, with its rows of razor-sharp spikes, poses the greater threat. With a single thrust, it can open a man from waist to throat. That shield was not made for protection. It was made to cripple, maim, and kill. Malthael's fallen angels have brought death to Westmarch, raising an army of Reapers from the city's slain defenders. Once, these men and women were our protectors. Now, they are our executioners, scouring the city for every living soul and putting them to the sword. I watched in horror as the guard was struck by the maiden's magic. I heard the sound of his screams until his flesh had dissolved to nothing, and only his armor-clad skeleton remained, his jaw unhinged. Blue mist swirled around his bones, coalescing into new flesh. When at last I cut him down, the phantasmal flesh exploded, leaving only a pile of armor behind.
At least there are other ways into the city. That needs to recharge.
Don't go out into the streets.
All right.
It's the end of the world. So many have been killed and the Reapers are everywhere.
Are there other survivors?
General Torian was defending a group of refugees at the old Zakharoon Cathedral, but they're likely all dead by now.
We'll see.
Keep moving. I think we lost her. No, no!
Those with demon blood must die.
They were only townsfolk.
The shadow touched me, and darkness spread across my vision until all I could see was blackness. It gave way to a pale light that sapped my strength. It seemed so easy. But instead, I drew upon the last of my will and fought back. Color flooded back into my sight. The shadow was right before me, and I drove my spear through it. As Malthael has imbued them with the ability to sense the living, Revenant archers do not rely on their vision to find their targets. There is no place safe from their sightless gaze. They will find you through stone, wood, and even the ground itself. And once they have their quarry, they do not miss. The Revenant Shield Guards were once the personal guard of King Justinian IV. Appointed to the position for bravery and skill at arms, they accompanied the king at all times, resplendent in their ornate armor, wrought by the finest craftsmen in Westmarch. But most spectacular were their shields, which they unerringly employed in the protection of their king.
Defend the church! Repel these vile reapers!
That is a powerful foe over there.
Ah, we found you.
I've never seen an attack like this. Why has Malthael unleashed his forces on Westmarch?
Because he feeds on death. Every time his reapers kill, he grows stronger. And with the prime evil gone, Malthael believes this is the perfect time to end the eternal conflict.
Humanity has nothing to do with that war.
I agree.
The church! All the refugees are inside! Follow me! Bane, this is worse than I feared.
What is it?
A Death Maiden! Stop her!
Nephilim, your soul will be mine.
We must do everything in our power to slow the Nephilim down, so that the collection of souls is not interrupted. It is the key to Malthael's victory.
They thought they would be safe in here, but they were trapped.
We must confront Malthael. Where is he?
I know only that he is not in Westmarch. He could have taken the Black Soul Stone anywhere in creation.
There are no other clues?
There may be. A sliver broke off when Malthael took the Soul Stone. Perhaps by studying that sliver, I can learn his plans.
Then you must remain here. I will do what I can for Westmarch.
Malthael, my brother. He was wisdom, leader of our council, first among angels. And now, he has become this.
How?
After the destruction of the World Stone, Malthael's mood darkened, and he left the heavens frequently. Then he disappeared completely. He must have developed a connection, no, an obsession with human souls.
He was never meant to explore the domain of death. What would Rathmus say if he were here? Any progress?
The sliver is still connected to the Soul Stone. As the stone changes, the sliver will change too. Therefore, I can observe what Malthael is doing to the stone, and if we're lucky, even discover his plan.
So the Horadrim have returned.
Tyrael rebuilt the Order to help him take the Soul Stone from heaven, and to protect mankind. After all, you can't be everywhere at once, no matter how powerful you are.
Faith is our last strength.
At long last, a hero comes to save us. That won't bring my wife back, though, will it?
My library isn't far from here. I was closing everything up for the day when I heard the fighting in the streets. I barred the doors and then squeezed through the back window to escape. But I'll have to come up with something more exciting when I write my official account, won't I? You've heard the legend of the Tomb of Rhykker, haven't you? Its location has never been found. Most scholars think it's underneath Westmarch, but I suspect it's somewhere outside the city. Rhykker was a clever man, after all.
Westmarch originally grew from the efforts of the great General Rhykker to spread his religion beyond the realms of the East. Seized by the superstitions of the Zakarum faith, he drove his paladins relentlessly across the barbaric western lands, subduing the uncivilized tribes he found there. Ultimately, he became king of them all.
I must wait.
Duncraig is just death and horror. I thought I'd be safe here, but we've nowhere left to hide.
I found him in the streets. He seemed in a daze, so I brought him here with me, but he's hardly said anything. He's nobility of some sort, but I don't recognize the seal on his ring.
The flames!
The flames? Well, he was covered in soot. Perhaps he escaped from a fire. He never says more than a word or two at a time.
Did you grab the jewelry at least?
Harold, those monsters were about to kill us.
Well, I would rather be dead than poor.
We stayed to fight, Robert and me. But he fell. And when they started to tear into him, I panicked. I ran.
Many of the survivors here have suffered the same. You should speak to them.
It is good to see you again, though it seems like we are only brought together in the worst of circumstances. But I suppose if times were better, we would never have met.
I know who was responsible for this. It's the poor. They've summoned these monstrosities to take Westmarch for themselves.
What's that noise?
Is something on your mind?
Do you think Cardium is under attack as well?
It must be.
At least they have the Iron Wolves. Lord of Lies could not break them. The Angel of Death will not either. I keep hearing things. My mind must finally be going.
Please, I can't do this anymore.
Someone came for me, after all this time.
The blacksmith heard you down here.
Bloody miracle! Sorry, I shouldn't have said that. I owe you both.
Follow me.
Remember that noise I heard? It was that lad you rescued.
I'm Bryson. I came here to see your friend.
And now he won't go away.
You don't feel responsible for him?
No, I'm responsible for myself. Though I have decided to repay Hadric by helping him.
And I told you to stay away from my forge.
I grew up over by the docks. Not the good part of town, but it's what my parents could afford. They died when the plague swept through a few years ago, within hours of each other, like they had to stay together. I used to hate them for leaving me, but now, it's a relief they didn't have to see all this happen.
Did you know there were once 2 moons? Lyria is the one that is no more. I think it's time I told you the whole story of Zai and his master, the god of desire, Durgist.
I thought it was a secret.
Durgist's jewel has appeared again, and the time for secrets is over.
Then I will finally know the truth.
Have you been eating enough? I've noticed this about you. When things get difficult, you get very focused. Maybe I'll cook for you. So, if it's all the same, we'd probably both be happier if I didn't.
You ask who's to blame for this doom? All of Westmarch, reveling in sin, worshipping petty idols. The Zakarum are gone, and the Order of Malthael now rises. Praise Malthael, and your souls may yet be saved. He spares only the faithful. Donate to the Order, and prove your conviction.
You are ill at ease, Cormac.
For too long have I lived with the knowledge that my order tortures its initiates and twists their minds. I need to know how high this evil reaches. If my whole order is corrupt, what does it mean to be a Templar? What am I?
You are one of many who believed in serving a righteous cause.
But it wasn't, was it? The guilty will answer for their transgressions. I swear it.
Well, the world's under attack and people are dying everywhere. It must be time for us to go on another adventure, right?
I can't believe we're still alive, and it's all thanks to you. I thought we would die in that foul-smelling place.
Good to see you again. Never thought I'd come back to the city. But you've made it safer in here.
No.
I'm setting up shop.
What was that Death Maiden doing?
She was creating an orb that turns the living into Malthael's death creatures. A single orb can transform hundreds of innocent people every hour, and my men report 2 more of them out in the city.
Soul crucibles. With 2 of them, Malthael has an endless supply of soldiers.
This magic was not meant to be used so. I will not stand for it. I have read spells about crucibles that could enslave the dead. Now angels are using them.
Sadly, yes.
And the Death Maidens as well.
Their story is as tragic as Malthael's. Once the vanguard of his wisdom angels, they followed him down the path to darkness.
And we will continue this in the next episode, so if you liked this one, give it a like, dislike if you think it sucked, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.